Declaration of Independence has spilled onto the streets and has turned violent. Demonstrators set fire to the US and Croatian embassies in what the US is calling a mob attack. A burned body was found in the US embassy. For 2 hours it was a scene of mayhem, and it wasn't the only target of what started as a peaceful gathering of hundreds of thousands of people. Paula Hancock reports.
Anti-Western feelings turned violent in Belgrade Thursday. Serbian rioters wearing masks broke into the US embassy compound and set fire to the facade of the building. The neighbouring Croatian embassy was also damaged by angry Serbs. Rioters threw stones at the building and tried to pull down the American flag. There were dozens of injuries among protesters and police, but the violence was short-lived as authorities fired tear gas to disperse the crowd. For hundreds of thousands of Serbs, the protest against Kosovo's Declaration of Independence was peaceful and passionate. Their message was loud and clear. The rally named Kosovo is ours. While more than a dozen countries have accepted Kosovo's Declaration of Independence, the government in Belgrade maintains Kosovo is part of Serbia.
Is there anyone among us who is not from Kosovo? Is there anyone among us who thinks that Kosovo is not ours? Kosovo, that is the first name of Serbia. Kosovo belongs to Serbia, and Kosovo belongs to the Serbian people.
A state-organised rally, schools were closed and rail transport was free. This motorcyclist says he will never accept the independence of Kosovo. He says it will always stay in the heart of Serbia. A feeling echoed across Serbia. Many consider Kosovo their religious and cultural heartland. Kosovo declared itself independent on Sunday. Many European countries and the United States have accepted it. Russia, China and Serbia have not. But that did not dampen the celebratory mood in Pristina. But Serbian anger erupted earlier Thursday into pockets of violence along the Serbia-Kosovo border. Several hundred Serbian army reservists burnt tyres and threw stones at a NATO-led peacekeeping force at a checkpoint in Medare, 30 miles northeast of Kosovo's capital, Pristina. Northern Kosovo is home to most of the region's Serb minority. And on Tuesday, Kosovo Serbs torched 2 border crossings, destroying buildings and cars. The 2 checkpoints had to be closed temporarily. United Nations officials had called that violence a one-time incident. But Thursday's outbreak in the centre of Belgrade shows it was not. Paula Hancock, CNN, London.
Well, the United States is now assessing the damage to its embassy. It says all their employees have been accounted for, although a fatality has been reported.
Unfortunately, there was a body found in the embassy. I don't have too many details about that, but it appeared to have been a protester who was caught in the fire that had been set by the protesters, and not as a result of any interaction with U.S. security forces.
Well, Serbia's president has appealed for calm and for an end to the violence. For more now on the fury in Serbia over Kosovo's Declaration of Independence, we're joined from New York by Radmila Miljencevic. She's Professor Emeritus at the City University of New York and a former Information Minister for the Republic of Serbia. We do thank you for giving us your time today. Your reaction to what we've been seeing out of Belgrade today?
Well, anger because a crime has been committed against an independent nation state, and this is the way people are reacting. People are reacting, expressing their views, their feelings that what was done to Serbia was unjust, was unfair. Above all, it broke the international law, it's breaking the international order, it violated the Security Council Resolution 1244. So what is being done here with this unilateral action, led by the United States, by the way, is paving the way for instability in Kosovo, in Serbia, in the Balkans and beyond.
So just to be clear, your anger then is not directed at the mobs behind this violence, but at the Kosovo Declaration of Independence and those countries that have supported it?
above all, the United States, that independence would not have been declared if the United States did not support it. Of course, I'm not for violence, but I understand the sympathy that people are expressing, the anger that people are expressing. The government wants peaceful demonstration, the church wants peaceful demonstration, but it's not that easy to control the people when they are so aggrieved. And the Serbs are today aggrieved because 20% of their territory has been cut away in clear violation of the international law, of the resolution 1244 of the Security Council. And what is really set into motion is something which is leading to chaos. You have the international...
It's important. Your words are... Sorry to interrupt you. Your words are important there because some people might see in them a classic formula for the encouragement of further violence. You say you are not for violence, but you're sympathetic to those who become violent. Isn't that encouraging further violence?
Well, you know, when people are grieved, you cannot control them that easily. If the government could control the people so easily, we would have had peace in Iraq today or in Afghanistan. So you have to understand the situation as it is in Serbia today. Serbia has been raped of 20% of its population, and people are reacting to it, reacting with anger, with passion, and the position that Kosovo will never be severed from Serbia, never, ever. Beyond this is setting the precedent. Other countries are going to suffer the same repercussions. Instability is going to spill beyond the Balkans. Take, for example, Republika Srpska in Bosnia and Herzegovina. If tomorrow the Serbs in Republika Srpska, which form the vast majority of the population and are forced to live in Bosnia and Herzegovina against their will, if they held a referendum, 100% of them would vote to secede and organize their own state that is proclaiming independence. Would the United States approve that? Would the United States encourage that? And you have similar threats throughout Europe. Take Spain, take Romania, take Moldova, take Armenia and other areas in the world. If this is the precedent, if this is the way countries can be mutilated, I mean, where would the end be? And this is, I think,
certainly
what is very dangerous.
A strong expression of those views. We're going to have to leave it there, but we do appreciate you putting that viewpoint to us. Radmila Milentijevic, former Information Minister for the Republic of Serbia. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Here is some background on the history of Kosovo and Serbia. It goes back to the 14th century. In fact, the key date, 1389. Serbs battled the Ottoman Empire in the Battle of Kosovo Polje. The Serbs lost that battle, as it turned out, but it became an important founding part of their national identity. During Yugoslavia's existence, Kosovo was a province within Serbia. Despite an ethnic Albanian desire to succeed, they are the majority there, it remained part of Serbia when Yugoslavia disintegrated in the early 1990s. In 1997, ethnic Albanian militants began attacking Serb policemen in Kosovo. The next year, the Yugoslav President Slobodan Milosevic sent troops into militant-controlled areas. Fighting escalated through early 1999. There was a failure of diplomatic efforts, and then NATO began airstrikes in March of that year. A deal was signed in June withdrawing Serbian troops from Kosovo. A UN mission began governing the province, although it technically stayed part of Serbia at that time. We've had some great pictures sent in by iReporters from Belgrade. Enrique Roig took this picture of a smashed storefront and a burned car a short time ago. Enrique says there was a lot of looting and a McDonald's restaurant was also destroyed. He also sent us this photograph from the demonstration near the Parliament building. When he tried to go to the embassy area, he said, "We couldn't go any further because there was too much tear gas in the air." Let's go to other major news around the world now. Pakistan.